relationship now with the club? Any interaction with the players, with a coach?
Yeah, I'm an ambassador for the club. I speak to players, I speak to the manager. Sometimes I go to Melwood, and basically, but the job is to keep the name of Liverpool Football Club going. I think let the players and the manager concentrate on the pitch. It's very difficult to ask players to do things off the pitch and the manager. So I think concentrate them. And the likes of Dalglish, myself, Fowler. I think our job is really to go and interact with supporters, go and see that, get them to still believe in that they're doing it, knowing that when you speak to the players and when you speak to the manager, we all go to pre-season together, knowing that they're doing a good job, and it's our job to translate that to the supporters as well.
So you have met the supporters during that famous season.
Yeah, well, I've been saying this since 1990. So for me, I think you have to believe. I think in everything you do, you have to be positive. I don't see the negative side of it. You have to be positive. And again, like I said, I think we've got a great manager. I think next year it's going to be even better. So hopefully, looking now, I think at the start of the season, we'd give him anything to finish in the top four. We'd give anything like that. But now we're looking fourth and upwards. And I think next season, when pre-season, I think the manager's going to have a longer training camp with him. And I'm sure they'll be properly 100% fit to what he wants. So hopefully next year, be even better things as well. You never know, even this year.
There's a lot of banter going on here in Mauritius about between Liverpool and Man United fans. Liverpool have not won the league since 1989, I think.
Yeah.
And do you think this year is their year? Do they have a realistic shot of winning it this year?
Well, I think we have a better chance of Manchester United. I think it's right. I think if being the other way round, I'm sure Liverpool will be saying the same to Manchester United fans, isn't it? But it's all about it. That's, for me, two of the biggest clubs in the world. You talk about Real Madrid, Barcelona, great to watch, but I think support-wise, Liverpool and Manchester United are most probably the best supported clubs in the world, and that's what it's all about. And for me, I think the job was to get in the top four. I would have been happy if Liverpool got the top four and won a trophy. And I'm still saying the same now, but as it goes on in January, you see where you are. I think from the end of January, we're losing a big player to the African nations, aren't we?
Yeah.
So, if people can come in for him and keep well, if we get them back, if we're in the top 2 or 3 at the end of January, then I think we're looking upwards.
You have always said that you are a patriotic, and Matip has put Liverpool ahead of Cameroon. What are your views on this?
Well, that's everyone has their own individual thing. For him, I think it's great from Liverpool's point of view, that. But it's difficult to say. But everyone has their own reasons for doing it. So for me, I think African nations is great. But for him to do that, I think just goes to show maybe how much he's desperate to do well for Liverpool Football Club.
Which team is your favourite in this season's title race?
Chelsea. I said before, because I said at the start of the season, I think they've got a manager, an Italian manager, who doesn't let many goals in. Defensively they're organised. I think early on the season he didn't know which formation to do. He's found the formation now, and they're winning games a lot 1-0, aren't they? So I still think they're favourites to win that.
How did you leave the rivalry between Manchester United and Liverpool? How did you leave it?
It's so special because they're the best supporter clubs in the world, and I've got great respect for Manchester United, and but I think I love playing in them games, and I'm sure you look at these from Liverpool. When I played for Liverpool, the 2 games that you looked at was Liverpool Manchester United, Liverpool Everton. They were the 2 big games that you look forward to. When do we play them? And we can't play. We got them. We played Manchester United, I think, on the 15th of January. And maybe even got them in the final of the cup, hopefully, that. So that's why it's always going to be something special when them 2 clubs play.
If you were the Liverpool manager, which player would you be looking for in the transfer market?
Well, if I was Liverpool manager, I'm not sure I wouldn't be here. I think it's down to the manager, and the manager, he's got his options. And I think January is. I'd be surprised if they made many signings in January, because I think January signings, all the best players are most probably still playing in the Champions League, and I think sometimes January signings are made for clubs who may be in the relegation battle and are looking for something different to do. So I just feel if we can get in the top four, then I think he'll have 2 or 3 players in mind. I'm sure the manager has 2 or 3. He gets paid for that, so I think he's got 2 or 3 players in mind at the end of the season, and hopefully, he'll get the players he wants at the end of the season.
From your time to nowadays, soccer have changed. Football, it's football.
Yeah, of course it changed. Yeah, because when you look at the balls are lighter, the boots are lighter, the pitch is like carpet. So at the end of the day, it's still 11 v 11, and the game's quicker. And I think even now, defensively is different. There's not as much tackling going on in the game anymore, like the old days. So it's quicker, and that's what people say. Not good people play in them days and that. And yeah, good players can play anytime, against anyone. So I just say the game's got a lot quicker because of the balls are lighter, the more bending in the ball, the boots are lighter, and the pitch is like carpet. I think England individually they have some great players, and it surprised me that they didn't at least make the semi-finals in the Euros. To lose to Iceland was a bad result, because they should be doing better than that. And you look at the team that won at Portugal, I don't think they were any great shakes. They had Ronaldo and Nani, but I think England, if you look at player to player, I don't think Portugal had a better side than England. But Portugal won it, England didn't, and maybe the new manager might change things again. But I think, but going back to Four Nations, that won't happen. That definitely will happen. And, maybe 56 years ago, that's it. But I think England, the problem with England going into the Euros and the World Cup is that they're asked to go and win the best trophy in the world. After the English Premier League is the most demanding season in the world. So to ask the players to play for 8 months, then go and win the Euros and the World Cup, they get very tired. And it's very difficult for them to do that. And a lot of countries, Italy, Spain, they have a break at Christmas. England don't. So when they come in May, June, they're very tired. And I think maybe England's best chance of winning the World Cup could be in Qatar if it's in December. Because if it's going to be played in December in there, so I think they'll be 100% fit. And I think I think they have a chance of doing it then.
As an ambassador, how much are you aware of the popularity of clubs like Liverpool in Africa?
Well, I think it's only when you go there really that you realise. We travel a lot in Asia as well, and in Africa is exactly the same. I've even been to India and all these places and all that. When you think cricket's number 1 in India, but the football's coming through there. And you go to all these small islands and all that, and they're probably more fanatical there. Like Mauritius and all that. It's amazing to do that. So the job is to go there and report back and say, you have to look at this. You have to look at these islands because they love the football. They're mad about Liverpool. And you've got to try and give them something back.